think this is going to be my favorite set of 2016. We hadn't even built it yet, and it's 2017. You know what this is?
It is the 50 Years on Track Lego.
Set 4,000,000 2016. And this is a Lego employee gift. So this is not something that was ever for sale commercially. It was given to certain Lego employees in 2016, December. And you can already tell why I love this if you are anybody that has watched any of my videos. We have done videos on this, and this, and this in their regular form. These are, looks like mini scale
Yeah,
versions.
they're narrow gauge.
They're narrow gauge, so they're 4 wide. So we got a lot of questions we have about the track that they use. What do they do here for the monorail? That's set 112, set 396, set 4558, set 6990, set 10194. That one's another set. These are our top 5.
Yeah.
All right, so, and this is, I think this is a really awesome thing. They make the best stuff for the employees.
Yeah, I wish they would. Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Mhm.
That I think that really says something. All the employee builds that I've done, they've been some of the coolest builds.
And this isn't just any Lego theme; it's a Lego system.
Yeah, so they used the old logo here. That's what they used to put on the old sets originally, and then the color bars there. All right, let's open this thing up. Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
All right. Oh, good. They have numbered bags. I bet you it's each train for 2,
Monorail.
3. That's the vintage train. Oh, and they got a different book for each.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's why Lego's my favorite company.
So we could, oh man.
Just like back
Just
then.
like a regular set. They don't do anything extra for their employees. They give them a wrinkled up, torn instruction manual. Wonderful.
And it's even the oldest one too.
Yeah, just like the real instruction manual. The paper quality is actually thinner. I don't know if this is a new thing. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take turns building these. Or actually, let's go ahead and I'll set that to the side. Hold on a minute. All right, so let's get all these out. I can't put them in order. We need to do a raffle or draft. All right. I will let you go first.
That chooses.
You choose which
that's
one.
a mistake.
Choose
This
one.
one.
So he chooses
The monorail.
monorail. That's bag 3. I will.
I know which one you're going to choose.
Which
The
one?
Metro line.
Oh no. I am going to do the Emerald Knight. Now you get the next one. I know which one I'm going to get stuck with.
I will do. I feel bad for you because I know you want. Which one of these do you want to build out the most? The motorized train set.
Probably the Metro Liner.
Okay, well I'll do the motorized train set.
All right, I'll do the Metro Liner.
I'll let you build the Western Shine.
Okay. All right. So we'll do a time lapse on the builds. Alright, so we finished building it, and before we get to it, we're going to get TheyMightBeBricks input on it too, but I just want to say, yes, I was wrong. and I had the wrong set numbers because a couple of these sets look like other sets. I should have known that was 113 instead of 112, but it's actually the same locomotive. And this is not the Thatcher Perkins. It is, as it says, the Western train, even though the Thatcher Perkins is a Western train, but it's called Thatcher Perkins. This is not set 396, it's set 726, the Western train, which was a minifigure scale train. One of the few train sets with the minifigures in it. But all the rest of them we got was right. And the other thing, before we go into more detail, just like the box where you see Kel building with a girl and then his father building with a boy there back in the day, this set was fun to build together. Now let's talk about it. All right, They Might Be Bricks. First impressions.
Amazing. And I'm probably not going to sleep tonight because I'm going to be thinking about this set.
It is an awesome build.
Definitely one of the best sets of this century.
Yes. And even though everything's micro scale, the track's 4 wide, they captured the essence of these Lego sets in a small scale very well. Even some minor details that you might not even think about. So what was your favorite build?
I think out of the ones I did build, the most fun to build would probably be the motorized train set.
Really? You like this is the first train set.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most poorly built original train sets ever.
And it was actually super fun to build because it was a satisfying build. But then, I still love building this because seeing all the... Oh, man. Yeah. The monorail, man.
Yeah, so he built that and the monorail and the odd-looking winter train back there. All right, so... The monorail, the Metro liner, had the most pieces of any of them, and then you had the Emerald Knight. It really needs a tender. It's got the most wheels, and I knew when I was building this Western train, I got through and I was like, oh, it doesn't have the big wheels. It's only got the 2 little wheels, so that's why I knew it was the 1976 train. So let's go through these one at a time here. All right, the motorized train set. This was actually from set 113. The same motor engine was in 112. They got the coupler there.
Yeah.
The reason this is big and bulky here is because in the original train, you had the battery box that sat on top of the motor. And you could almost see it in the build like the motor is there. So they just did that. And I love the red wheels. And so that's why it looks big and odd and bulky, because that's the way that set looked back in the day. So the book says this iconic set saw the introduction of the blue and white Lego tracks. Oh, that's the other thing. All the tracks here are gray. So I thought They Might Be Bricks. While we were building it, one of the things he pointed out is that he wished that they had the right color track for each set. So these would have had blue rails.
Yeah.
It says 4 red wheels fitted with rubber rims for better traction were connected to a battery-powered 4.5 volt motor unit, as we described there, that allowed the engine to pull both a passenger carriage and a post wagon. I'll try to remember to put a link to that video that we did of that set. This was the first full Lego train set to include tracks, and it was designed to be combined with other Lego sets of planes, boats, and buildings from the same era.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
And that was one of my favorite eras. Just the beginning of Lego getting out there and doing some different things. It's like Lego invented the wheel, and then they never looked back. It's sad because like the first 5 years they didn't have a wheel. All right, now this is the Western train, and in the actual Lego set it had cowboys, little minifigure cowboys, the armless, unmovable leg ones. And I thought this one did a good job of capturing that set. It's got the connecting rod there, although it doesn't connect.
And then I like this.
Oh yeah, this is the lantern. These are the lights in the front. And this is the small details that they captured. Blue magnet, red magnet. Those aren't magnets. Those are obviously just little tiles, but that's the way the actual train set would have been. It had a blue magnet and a red magnet. And this piece, I think, might have been a wheel in the front, so they used a wheel actually there. So again, you got the red wheels, yellow windows, and I thought they captured that pretty well. Set 726 would have been the one that was based off of. Oh, and we should mention before we get too far along, they have the little timeline here where each of the sets fits in the timeline. All right, we'll go to the next one, which would be the monorail transport. Oh, wait, before we get to that, hold on. Let's get the book. And in each of the books, it has a little synopsis of the train in different languages. And it says, the 1970s are regarded by many LEGO fans as an outstanding decade for LEGO trains. Many LEGO fans. And the Western train from 1976 is seen as a vintage model. Based on the design of a classic 19th century locomotive, the engine includes details such as smokestack, water boiler, movable drive shafts. The set included 2 carriages, 3 identical cowboy figures, like I said, and a single black horse built from Lego bricks. It is believed that this model was the inspiration for the Western locomotives that appeared in the Legoland Park shortly thereafter.
That's what I was saying. At first I thought it was the Legoland train.
Okay. But it does. The Thatcher Perkins does look a lot like that, but it's got bigger wheels. All right, now we can do the monorail. So you built this one. I love how they got the motor unit there. The battery box would be there. They would have been cool if they had a printed brick here that said 9
I would have loved that. That would have made it a lot better. They used a whip to do the wire to connect from it. They even had that little detail. It's just they had the hockey sticks in the front too.
Yeah, these are hockey sticks. He noticed that right away.
And on the bottom of it, first I'll show you the track. They got that. Yeah. It looks exactly like.
It looks just like monorail track,
which is amazing
on a smaller scale.
And then on the bottom of it, they have roller skates right here, which is used to keep it completely straight on this track.
Yeah, so it doesn't have wheels, but you can just slide it. So. And you were building this, you're like, oh, I like the way that feels.
Yeah, like right here, the front is so smooth going down. It's such a good build.
Yeah, so the Futuron, I think that's the Futuron monorail. All right, let's see what they say. It says, with this set, LEGO trains traveled into a futuristic space setting and included the gray colored monorail train. Oh, Brick 360 official asked about the colors. These are all modern colors in all of these sets, so they didn't go back, throwback.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would do that. And so the gray color monorail track for the first time. This set's sleek design included a cockpit with transparent blue windows and space for a 9-volt battery, which powered the monorail motor attached at the rear. That's that round thing.
Mm-hmm.
As part of the Futuron series, this original set also included 5 astronauts with classic LEGO space symbols on their uniforms. They got the zipper classic space thing.
They go across the side.
Yeah, they look a little different.
Also with the supports, even though I don't really like this top part, but you know, LEGO had to do what they did with that to keep it connected to the track, but they got the little black supports just like the ones in the actual set.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, which one's next? Oh, yes.
Ooh.
This one's another of our favorites.
Yeah.
The Metro Liner. So I built this one. It had by far the most pieces of any of the sets. It just builds the motorized unit, and I know this is one of those small details I was talking about a minute ago. Notice that the wheels and here are set further apart here than back here. So this is where the 9-volt motor probably would have been. So they even space those wheels differently, and that we do like that they swivel. So this might actually work on the curved track.
Mm-hmm. So we could make. I was thinking we could make a narrow gauge in the middle car actually be the one where the motor is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This. Yeah, if you come up with some kind of way of coupling them there.
I'm going to use the ball joints. Yeah. Like this, but like they move freely.
Okay, yeah, because that's what we should do is build additional carriages and then have some way of pushing it.
Because that's what I like about the set is because they don't use complicated pieces. They use basic pieces that'd be really simple to pull out.
There's a few little things, but yeah, I think you could piece together most of the set. They do have some of the modern different elements, but yeah, overall you could piece this together. All right, so that's the Metro Liner, and I remember the Metro Liner being in the stores. I remember the re-release of the Metro Liner.
And Lego Legends.
Yeah, so they mentioned both of them here, 4558 and 10,001, the re-release. But this came out in 91. It says the set came with a choice of 2 modern-styled locomotives, either of which could be constructed using the various pieces in the box. So most of the Lego trains did have 2 builds like that.
Yeah.
It says the model shown here contained a combined driver's cabin and dining car area separated by an engine space. The train ran on metal tracks, and the set also combined a buildable railway platform and 11 minifigures. Originally from 1991, the model was one of the few sets to be relaunched with completely new packaging as part of the Lego Legends series in 2001.
I really like Lego Legends.
And I was fortunate enough to get a couple of those at Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
In the re-release.
What if we went to 2 days morning? They had like 5 of them still there.
They were in the back
You'd be like,
room.
well, give me all of those, Peter.
All right, let's go to the next cool one, the Emerald Knigget. No, it's Knight. It's not what it I always want to call it the Knight, like a knight that rides a horse, but it's the night, like nighttime.
Knigget.
And this one's clearly based off of the Flying Scotsman, and it's got your emerald green colors there.
It's got the little gold right there, just like the actual set.
Now this one would not work on the curved tracks because these are all in sync. You'd have to figure out some way of swivel, which wouldn't have been hard. All they would have had to do is use a swivel piece
like
there.
Like a turntable.
Yeah, they used a turntable there. I think to give it more of the look of the set, they put those studs there. But it's
and it needs a tender, like you said.
Yeah, and it does need a tender, but they wanted everything to fit in that space, I guess. But it still looks pretty cool.
I really like it.
And it says that this was the special edition model from 2009 and is regarded by many as one of the most iconic Lego trains ever created. And we'll follow that up with one of the least iconic here in a minute. Based upon an A3 Pacific steam locomotive, it took over a year and a half to be developed, included new, larger wheels, and many other Lego elements in new and rare colors. That's why it's so hard to piece together now. I wish I hadn't sold my extras.
You should not have done that.
I had 4 of them, and I only got 1 now. The original set did not contain any tracks, but could be motorized. Yeah, and that's what I bought, the rechargeable battery box that was $50. I bought that for this train, and the thing lasted a long time.
It did, actually, like 10 years.
All right, and then this one.
I don't like this one.
It's as lame as the original.
I think the only thing good about this is that the front swivels, and that's it.
Yeah, it swivels. It's got one wheel. It's like it's a 4-2. It's a 4-2.
And the cow tipper, which
got cow catcher.
Yeah.
It's got some interesting colors, but yeah, that's all we got to say about that one. It's interesting. The book had the least to say about that too. But so let's rank them.
Okay, can I go first?
We're going to do number 1 first.
Okay, for me, number 1 would probably be Metroliner.
Oh, you got Metroliner as number 1.
Yeah, but that was still the most fun to build. I didn't build that one, so I mean.
So, yeah, you didn't build this one. Good build, very true to the realistic. Realistic to the original. What would you put as number 2?
Number 2, probably the monorail.
Yeah, I would have the monorail probably in front.
Number 3, motorized train set.
Really? I am impressed at you. Wow.
Number 4, Emerald Knight.
Emerald Knight.
Western train.
Western train. That's your top 5.
And I love all of these the same, except, I like these better. But like,
I like your choices there. Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I did have this one higher.
Yeah.
I think my list I would probably go monorail, then the Emerald Knight, then the Metroliner.
Pedro, is he joking me right now?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me to really say. Yeah, the Metroliner, now that you say it, maybe the Metroliner is better.
But building this was amazing. Like, it was taking me back in time to when I was in childhood when I first got that set.
I should have you go back and build the original.
Yeah.
Because, hold on. See, I'm not joking. I do have the original. So, you see that?
Wow, they did get it exactly how it is.
Uh-huh. That is so cool. Now, this is, I don't think this comes with the supports, but this is the original set 113.
What if it was sealed?
It'd be worth a lot.
We should build the bridge, though.
But I guarantee you build that, you won't have as much joy as when you built this. The thing is a pain to build.
Yeah.
Even though it's a simple build, it's just like, it's hard to build. We need to build this again. All right, so that's a look at 50 years on track. What do you think of Lego Group and their choices here to put in this set? Number one, I want to say Lego goes overboard. I mean that in a positive way. They really go all out for their employees. It sounds like it'd be an awesome place to work for.
I bet Lego even knows that some of their employees, I mean, like, even though we don't work there, that they know that some AFOLs will still get this set somehow, so they still try to make it like appreciation for
I
us.
don't think they want us to get them.
But they know that
Because
we
the
do.
employees really aren't supposed to sell these, but they end up being sold pretty quick. I know that if I was an employee, I'd want to keep these.
Pedro, you have no idea.
So they've done a really good job. Lego trains, my favorite theme.
Mine too, I guess I have to say.
And I've been collecting trains, obviously, from the beginning. Oh, actually, that came out before I was born. But not much. But we do have reviews of all of these. And again, I'm sorry that I got the numbers wrong. It was more of looking at what it looked like instead of what the actual thing turned out to be in the set. But we still got all those. Don't have that one. That thing's so pitiful.
Yeah, so it's like we don't like it. I kind of felt bad for us. Like, oh man, I wish I was a part of the cool kid group.
All right, so yeah, leave in the comments below what you think and which one's your favorite. If you have any questions, anything that we overlooked in going over this, be sure to ask that, and we'll try to answer the questions. But I think you can pretty much see the main things that you need to know about these sets from this video. And we hope you subscribe. Help us to reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers in 2017.
I definitely am going to make a motorized version of this, and I could probably make a motorized version of this.
Well, that would be a good video to do over on your channel. TheyMightBeBricks. Go
TheyMightBeBricks. Go subscribe, please.
subscribe. Help him to achieve some kind of goal.
I don't know what goal
He doesn't know what the goal is.
But just do it.
Yeah, help him out, and that would be really cool.
I just realized they got the chair inside of there, too.
That's what that yellow brick is.
Yeah, the chair.
Okay. Oh, that's a panel. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because I saw it right there. I was like, that looks like a chair.
Probably is. Maybe we can do another video comparing the actual locomotives.
Yeah.
I got to find them. I got to find where I put them. And you got to rebuild that one. All right. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Share with your friends. Share with your enemies. See you in the next video. I'm BrickTsar.
And I am TheyMightBeBricks.
What is that?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not the Mystery Machine.